We are going to be playing Livber. The devs sent me a key this week. Last week? Last week. Because we played the demo before and they want us to spread the word because this game literally came out today. So it's really cool. Hello N2. Hello. How are you doing? Are you ready to be scared? It might not be like a jump scare kind of game, but it will definitely be creepy and chilly. And there were like warnings that you didn't see before this intro page here. So there's gonna be very dark topics. I'm warning you right away. There's gonna be violence, blood, gore. They say sexuality, but I mean it's a story, so I'm hoping it's not gonna be pictures or videos or anything sexual, but there might be some innuendo, I'm guessing. There's a love story in the midst of this, so obviously. Doing good? Grinding some Warframe. Nice. I saw, I think it was today or yesterday on Reddit, people were really happy that there's a new frame? A mushroom boy or something? A mushroom? I don't know. I'm not following anymore on the Warframe stuff. I tried to get back into it and I did like it initially, but then right now it's just overwhelming to try to start that game. Mushroom Warframe, nice. I did read something that was actually up to date and accurate. Good to know. Well, I hope you're having a lot of fun. We're gonna be playing this this Livber Smoke and Mirrors. It's a visual novel. The only two languages available for it are English and something like Turkish. I think it was Turkish. It was written in the language itself, but it looked like it started with Turk, so I'm guessing it's Turkish or something. But yeah, we can start this game right away. I think this sounds a little bit loud, but I made it not too loud, I think. Do tell me if it's not loud enough or too loud for the game's music. I see her in my dreams, her in that house on the edge of a cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter, the one bearing her name, my old love, Lilith. 5 years ago on a dark night, they took her from that house, executed her for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in. But now she's calling me back to the house. Wants to bury her breath in my sins, but how? That's what I have to find out. Bury her breath in my sins is a very fucking awesome sentence. Also very creepy and mysterious in a good way. I like that. It's frozen? Oh no, is it frozen? Okay, I'm gonna try something else then. What if I do this? Oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Okay. Okay, this is working. Sorry about that. I had issues having OBS even recognize that the game was playing earlier. And I tried something to fix the issue, and instead of fixing the issue, it created a new issue, but we are back to normal. I'm now gonna actually move onto the other side. Right here. So that you guys can also read what's happening. Alright, this looks a lot better. So the narrator, there's a narrator in this. Far past the Hook Haven, which is woven by the grounded ships of Livber. Oh, we have some information stuff. A coastal nation in the northwest of Gaia, governed not by a central authority but by a 5-member council known as the Court of Trade. It is highly advanced in seafaring. Okay. It's a coastal nation. There's a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the power it holds, enough to alter all of Gaia. What is Gaia? It's the Earth. A windswept world of 15 island nations, home to unique races and cultures. Okay, this is a lot more fantasy than I thought it would be. I expected this to be pretty much near Earth, but it's not. A womb for gales to blow out of. But you come here. You wait, standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut. 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. Okay, I'm gonna reread the letter because it's been a while since we did the demo. Hello, Mr. Juice. I'll quickly drop by, say have a good stream. Can watch you sadly with the game looks interesting. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by. You need to put your studies first, so that's all good. I hope you have a good night and good day at school tomorrow. However good it can be. It'll be over soon. Don't worry. We're gonna read the letter. The raindrops fall on the paper, blending with soft patters. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from being blown away by the wind. The silvery moonlight, trapped between the clouds, shimmers across the ink spilled from a woman's hand. You read the lines again and again and again. My love. Oh, we have two versions. Okay, we're going to read the pretty version. My love, if you're reading these lines, it means there's still something inside your heart that belongs to me. As I've always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared. You must be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot be left undone. Turn back, pass through the dark, complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love. As long as you have the courage, as long as you do not fear, I am waiting for you in the never all. God damn, this is interesting. You don't have to go to sleep despite being in the same time zone as Sackpack because I don't have school this week. That is so cool! Why don't you have school this week? You're lucky, Ed, too. I wish I could say I don't have work this week, but actually I'm back to work this week and it's really, really tough. I have to wake up early tomorrow too. But I don't care. I'm gonna live with the consequences. Okay, so this is a very nebulous but very creepy letter. I love it. Could this really be true? Lilith is she truly alive? Or I need to put an end to this nonsense. Lilith is dead. Okay, we can say she's dead. We can say like, we're gonna be grounded in reality. She is dead. And see what happens. And yet you feel that she isn't, because what waits for you may be far more dangerous than a corpse calling you to her door. Like what? I'm talking to the narrator? I like this. Like memories. Just like this very moment, standing here in the rain, a memory brought you here, and it keeps you here. Why here? Why would Lilith call me here? It was meant to be, I had to come here. I don't know about that, so why here? Yeah, we're gonna ask. Where else could it be? This is where the two of you began. That wooden house on the cliffs by Livber's shore. This is where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies, all buried here. This two-story hovel raised upon your memories. Oh, it's a fall holiday. That's cool. Is it a week-long holiday? They should do this here too. I have to use my vacation to get a week-long holiday. Oh, but I do remember in school we did have like a sort of reading week in fall and in spring, so I guess it's kind of like that. I guess I can never escape my memories, can I? They'll find me in the end. I can still leave. It's not too late for anything. Yeah, I can still leave. Yes, but you won't. The trembling letter in your hand is proof of that. You will see the simple village buried beneath Livber's shores. You'll open the door to the shack standing right here. Where you stand now, that's it. That's as easy. You know what? I'll let the letter go. No, I'll keep the letter. I think the letter is important. Oh, it's a week long. That's really cool. You carefully fold the soaked paper so it won't tear under the rain. As you tuck it into your coat's inner pocket, a strange sense of relief washes over you. The letter is where it belongs. But you must keep moving. You shouldn't stand in the rain any longer. I'm gonna open the door. There's a cat! Oh yeah, I remember there was a cat with wings. I've heard it's supposed to be rebranding as a reading holiday with nothing concrete. Oh. They used to call it a reading week here when I was in like university. It was like a reading week. Because you were supposed to catch up on schoolwork, projects, reading for like all your classes. But truly, what people mostly did was either party the whole time, take vacation, or use the week to work more at whatever job they have as a part-timer. And usually it didn't really go towards school stuff. It's really silly. But there is a cat. I forgot there was a cat. Just as your hand reaches the door, you hear Yell's voice from beyond the threshold. The winged Bacter Kuti. So a Bacter born from the third clash between light and dark within the cosmic never-all. These tainted life forms range from feral beasts to those capable of forming packs with homins and living in guilds among their own kind. Kuti is a domesticated bacterium believed to hail from the Sky Nation due to its non-functional wings. Wow, okay, we're getting into deep lore. Problem is that I don't actually like reading, so it's just a gaming week with a major Halloween theme. Oh, that's cool, that's true. It falls exactly on Halloween. Oh, that's really nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Halloween, but I'm thinking I probably should do something. Even if it's just like, you know, watching a horror movie and eating candy in front of, you know, in the living room or something. I won't have a lot of trick-or-treaters coming over. Maybe I should just stream. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But Halloween to me is a very important holiday. Like, it's something I always wanted to do something on. So the winged Bacter Kuti who never truly leaves you and never truly belonged to you. Her white fur glows as if soaked in light, not rain. She spreads her wings and leaps swiftly toward you, landing at your feet. She shakes the droplets from her coat. Then she sits back on her hind legs, head tilted, amber eyes watching you with curiosity. And then she meows some more. I'm not gonna do the meow sounds. So that's a friend. I thought that was an enemy the first time that we played. Do you know what's waiting for me in there, my friend? Or just pet? I want a pet. I'm petting. This is a cat, a pet. It's a happy cat. Yell gently brushes her head against her feet, then she stops before the door. She looks up at it. With a soft stroke, she traces the doorframe with her paw, then she turns her amber eyes to you. Well then, take a deep breath and reach for the door, or I hope you'll still be here when I return, my friend. I hope she'll still be here, yeah. And she meows back. The wind falls silent for a moment. You hear the waves of the sea easing in the distance. Far, far away, the flash of a lightning strike blinds you, but its thunder never reaches your ears. The raindrops hang, weightless, in midair. Yell glances at you one last time and spreads her wings, then leaps into the shadows between the rocks. Your fate embraces you. Open the door. I don't know if all these decisions have any impact on anything. The door creaks open, but even you don't know what it is you hope to see, do you? Your guilt has chased you all the way here, and at last your sins have caught you. I'm ready to face my past. No, you wish you were. As you crack the door open, the air brushing against your face is stale and musty. The sweetness of tallest flowers. Now what is that? A white-colored plant resembling the forget-me-not flower. Okay. Halloween is very important to me too. I was going to say I wasn't sure if it even was a holiday here in Sweden, but it is. That's cool. I know there are so many places that really wish they could do Halloween. They don't have Halloween. But I think everywhere there should be a Halloween. Even if it's just, you know, between friends having like a costume party or watching a horror movie or something like that. It's just a really fun holiday. Just getting dressed up is the best. This year, I'm working from home instead of working in the office on Halloween day. So I won't be going to work all dressed up, but I usually always go dressed up. Even if it's not really office appropriate, I don't care. I've never been told that it was bad, so I keep doing it. I've done like a bunch of things. I've done like I've gone as a Jedi. I've gone as a vampire, like a really goth, intense vampire. It was really fun. With realistic fangs, that was really fun to make it work. I've done a couple of really fun things. So the sweetness of tallest flowers mixes with the scent of something burnt. It pulls you back to that festival day, to the moment you first met Lilith, and then you see her, standing beneath the dim light, like she's been torn from the heart of this house. You lose your breath. A chill crawls up your spine and you freeze. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling. Whether from fear or excitement, you can't tell. A whisper slips from your lips. Lilith. She doesn't see you. Bent slightly over the table, trying to light a candle just as you remember her. Lilith, the ghost of your past, your greatest lie and sin. How could she be my lie? and or sin. What? Is this really Lilith? Lilith, you're really alive? I'm just gonna question myself inside. Like, I'm not talking to her quite yet. You stare stunned at the woman who stands before you. She should be dead. Her hair no longer shines like it did that festival night. Reddish brown strands fall over her shoulder like wet strings. Her skin is sallow, a ghost-like paleness. And her eyes, the moment she turns her head and you meet them, another hollow question slips from your lips. How? I made a comically big wizard hat last year for the last day of school before the holiday, but didn't take it out this year for a few reasons. Is it comically large and just unwieldy? I need to know the reasons now. So this is our Lilith. She doesn't look dead. She looks very cute. Okay, that's because that's the festival memory, I guess. That's a very pretty drawing. The festival night. You remember, the festival night, a warm breeze carries the city's aroma far away. You two slip away from the crowded streets. The early black's crimson glow wraps Lilith's hair like a fiery halo. The noise of celebration fades behind you. Right there, you hand Lilith a bouquet of white tulip flowers. She looks deep into your eyes. She smiles. Tossing her hair back, she asks the same question. White tulip flowers. How did you find these? There's nothing I couldn't find for you. I mean, I'm quite the romantic, so I'm gonna go with this. I think that's the best response. I'm not gonna say they overflowed for my love for you. It's too much. But I promise there's nothing I couldn't find for you. It's just so freaking passionate. A beautiful lie told so well, even you believed it yourself. My love. She looks at you as if about to say something. A pained smile touches her lips. The silence hangs between you. You finally come. Have I now? You're alive. How can this be? I assumed you had read the letter, my love. Death is far too ordinary a thing to separate us. When you left me that night, I left the boundaries of my body. Isn't that what we always sought in the end? I wasn't the one leaving you, Lilith. You wanted this? Or why did you call me? I think we go with why. The whole freaking why. I mean, it's just large enough to fit through most doors without needing to take it off. That's good. So it's like less than a meter wide kind of thing. Is it too tall to go through doors though? Why did you call me here, Lilith? To see you again, my love. We cannot live apart. We are two halves of one whole, and tonight we will finish what was left unfinished the night you abandoned me to my death. Come, sit. I don't want to come sit, woman. You just said I abandoned you, and that's not how I remember things. And the picture is really, moving around. It's kind of creepy. Oh, it was made out of cardboard, but I knew I could have done it better. Wanted to make a new one this year, we never got around to it. Yeah, you would need to stop playing Warframe to go and make it. But it's okay. It's okay. You can just keep on playing Warframe. I won't tell anyone. As the candle flame flickers, you think you see a brief shadow of hatred flash across Lilith's face, as if beneath her skin another face is waiting. This is not good. I should get the fuck out now. But I do remember we didn't have much of a choice, so I'm gonna sit in a chair. I'm just gonna do it. I just have to listen to this lady. The wooden dining table stands between the two chairs, layered with years of dust and the remnants of long-forgotten meals. A candle flickers at its center. Its flame shivers with every touch of wind seeping through the walls. It waits, longing to burn out and unleash what's been waiting in the dark. Whew. That is a really good one. That's a very good line. Fuck. I want to write like this. Problem with that assumed reason of yours is I started playing Warframe again yesterday. Yeah, well, you still have time to make a new hat before Friday. But you would have to stop playing Warframe is all I'm saying. But I don't think you should, is also what I'm saying. So I thought this place would have collapsed into ruin after 5 years. It wasn't exactly in great shape even when we lived here. Or after that night I was certain I had lost you forever. I would go with number 2. Did you truly believe that that I could leave behind those sketches across dozens of pages, faded, worn, no longer bearing any trace of what they once were, and flee to the never-all, my love? No, we'll do this together, just as I told you. Come, let's eat. I think you'll enjoy it. What is the never-all? We've been hearing this multiple times now. The infinite cosmic void that existed before the birth of the universe, from which the forces of light and dark emerged. Yeah, I like that name. It does have a nice ring to it. Yeah, that's exactly what she had said the night you left her to die. Ooh, okay, lean back. Uh-oh, here's the cover image. I really put in work to make tonight perfect. I wanted certain things to be flawless for our reunion. After you've left me to rot. I think you left me to rot would have made more sense, but it's fine. It's been... She pauses for a moment, looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I should have died? I know you did. After I made you that offer, after I told you that we had to become one, our souls, my love. We had to piece our souls together and bind them with the alchemy ritual. So she got murdered for doing dark alchemy, but I was also proposed to do something alchemical with her. Did she propose just sex, or what's putting our souls together? I'm not too sure. The main reason why I didn't take out the old one was because 1, I simply didn't want to. 2, I forgot about what day was the dress up day. 3, was raining a lot that day. Oh, the day is past. I'm silly. I misunderstood that part. I thought you meant like the Halloween night that you wanted to take it out, but you wanted to do it with people in the last day of school or whatever. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, that doesn't work. And also, cardboard and rain, best not to mix that together. So, you expected me to pay the price for your madness, Lilith. I said no because you had decided to destroy me. I had to make a choice, or maybe I should have said yes to you that night. Perhaps everything was already fractured and I was just ignoring it. Yeah, maybe I should have. Hello, Mathis, how you doing? Welcome in. We are playing Livber. It's a new game that literally released today. And the devs gave me a key, so they're really nice. And we get to play this game on the very release day. That's really cool. The music is great. The ambiance is creepy. I'm loving it. It's very Halloween stuff friendly. Yeah, lucky me. I'm so happy. I played the demo a while ago, and they just reached out to me, and it's really fun. It's worth it to play demos on stream, I guess. It's really fun to do that and discover new stuff. I don't know what I should say to her now. She's saying crazy things. She wants to put our souls together and do an alchemy ritual. If I say 1, I'm afraid that I will be destroyed in this union, or 2, I regret that I said no. I think I regret that I said no. You know, I'm gonna give in to the ritual and see. There's probably multiple endings here. Hello, Excalibur, welcome in. I love that emote. That's the cutest emote in the world. I need to have an emote like that eventually. A little dancing, turning emote. But how are you doing? Are you doing good? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna stop hesitating. Okay. You ignored so much, like my love for you, but you're right about one thing, my love. Everything truly was broken that night. You watched them take me, you betrayed me, reported me when I spoke of the dark alchemy ritual, when I spoke of the glory that would unite our souls and crown our love. Okay, so we're the ones responsible for her dying. So she probably is out to kill us right now. Oh god, this little kitty. This little kitty is so cute. You have some really good freaking emotes. What is happening? There's an announcement at the top that says somebody started us on something? What is that? I don't know. One out of 10? I don't know what happened. Twitch is giving me weird stuff. I don't know, messages. You watched my blood spill, my screams drown, watched me disappear beneath the black water, and then you simply moved on, ignored my annihilation. God damn, she mad, but I think she's right to be mad. I will remain silent. The woman's hand holding the fork trembles. She turns toward you, her face darkening with hatred, fury, and something so dark that even I cannot name. Her skin ripples as if tiny creatures were crawling beneath, but you can't be sure if it's real or just a trick of the flickering candlelight. Then as suddenly as it appeared, the moment passes. Lilith slowly leans back. I suppose even the gods can't mend what's broken inside you, Lilith, or I suppose I owe you this much. You know what? I owe her this much. Whatever. Tonight you'll repay your debt by remembering, confronting, just like me. Love doesn't exist only in happiness. True love, my love, embraces pain as well. That's dark. Okay. Far away, something squirms beneath the green dark waters near the docks. Deep beneath Livber, the place you've called home, something stirs and rises. Not with rage or hatred, but with a curiosity that's eerily human for something so inhuman. A curiosity as natural as a child tearing open a toy. And now, from Livber's filth-ridden waters, it rises toward you. What is it? Something? Feels like that's a god thing. It's a creature or a monster or something. Your madness will break both of us, Lilith. It already has, my love, just like those paintings you love so much. It's not my madness. Oh, no, it's your cowardice. Nothing more than a diseased reflection of faded memories in your mind. Like this place, like me, like you. Go on, eat. Porf meat. I cooked it just the way you like. It wasn't easy, but it melts slowly on the tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you'll taste the herbs. And then she giggles. What is porf? A sacred animal in Cardia, known to live in herds. They have long manes and specialized pincers used for communication. Strongly driven by a sense of belonging, they bond only with certain homins. When threatened, they can secrete a toxic chemical. They're saying the word herd. They say it's an animal and they have a mane. So I'm thinking something that would look like a horse has a mane or a lion has a mane. But then they have pincers, which is more like an insect. So they're kind of a combination or something. That's curious. I'm just gonna say I never imagined pork meat could be edible. Oh, it is a kind of a horse, but where's the pincer? I don't know. Well, that's a pretty picture. After the festival where we first met, and that first night when you told me you loved me, we saw a porf, remember? It was magnificent. Its mane was long and beautiful. You remember, don't you, my love? Afterwards, we went to get something to eat. I couldn't stop thinking about it. You were mesmerized by that creature. We kept going on about how beautiful it was, how bright its mane shone, how proud it stood. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? God damn, she's jealous of a horse. That first night we met, we didn't eat anything, Lilith. Or I think I remember, maybe not what we ate, but feeling happy. Perhaps that's why everything afterward hurts so much. I will start pulling her from her delusion and deny the first thing and say we didn't eat anything. No! She slams her hands on the table, leaning forward. Her face contorts with rage. Her eyes wide and unblinking bore into you, burning with intensity. No, that's exactly what we ate. You told me how much you loved me, how we'd never be apart. Do you remember what else you said? I said it didn't matter that you came from a different class, or I told you I'd never leave you no matter what. Shit. That would be a lie if I said that. Well, I'm gonna say that. That's what you said, wasn't it? Takes me a while to understand things sometimes, like that night I ran away to you. You stroked my hair, and lay me down against your shoulder, whispering that you loved me, but I get it now. Even then, you were already thinking about how you'd leave me. Lilith doesn't take her eyes off you. Every motion she makes to cut the pork meat with her fork shakes her entire body. Her head tilts slightly, the candlelight slipping through her crimson hair. Silky strands swing gently back and forth. Your gaze shifts downward. You realize she's not slicing the meat on her plate, but pressing the blade into her own index finger with all her strength, blood mixing with the meat below. What? You need help with that steak, lady? Try to stop Lilith. What are you doing your finger, or pull back? You know what? I'll let her do her thing. As you jerk back suddenly, the table's leg scrapes against the wooden floor. Your knees knock sharply against its underside. What's wrong, my love? Lilith's eyes drop to where you're looking at the porcelain plate before her. After a brief pause, she presses one of the scattered papers onto her finger. Lilith's eyes drift down to your gaze, to the porcelain plate. After a brief pause, she picks up a scrap of paper from the floor and presses it against her bleeding finger. Then in the blink of an eye, she's at your side in an instant. Ah, my love, if only you knew how happy it makes me to see you worry about me. But it's just a small cut. Don't fret. Did you cut yourself deep? How could you be so careless? Or your finger, are you sure you're alright? Yeah, are you sure you're alright? What did you say? Yes, I'm fine. It's just... Did I ever tell you how my mother died? She was addicted to doping. Some people claimed she was obsessed. I never wanted to believe it. I was around 7 when she had her last crisis. She'd run out of doping and thought she could drink the liquid pleasure from her own veins. When they found her, she drowned in her own blood. Tragic. Yeah, I used to find it funny. But now I understand why she did it. What the hell? What is doping? An alchemical substance that induces happiness, but carries a high risk of addiction. So, dope. I don't know. I don't even know what dope actually is. Cocaine? Something like that, maybe. So, she went from talking about her hurt finger to her mother dying. That's some pretty intense stuff. Was it you thought it was funny that your mother drowned in her own blood? She nods. The candle flickers, rain lashes against the windows. You listen until the soft patter of every drop echoes in your ears. Lilith's breath mingles with yours. Slowly she circles around you and slips into the darkness. The woman watches you unblinking. She waits, impatient for you to eat. I can't put up with this madness any longer. Get up! Oh god, was that a good idea? Uh-oh! Do you think you can defy fate? From the beginning, we were destined to be one. Neither you nor anyone else can stop this. Never, never, never! Head to the door. Standing up, your head spins. You steady yourself and move toward the door. Behind you, Lilith gasps. Just as your trembling hands reach the door, Lilith blocks your path. Eyes wide with madness, mouth agape. She clutches the knife she'd used to cut the meat. You instinctively tense up. Lilith, don't be ridiculous. Get out of my way. You've completely lost your mind. Or, listen to me. You don't have to do this. Yeah, you don't have to do this. You can't leave. Not before you're finished. You must first rip me from your heart. Can you do that? Or must I do it for you? Whew, I wish I could have saved you from this pain, Lilith, or, you know, I can't do that. Not for you, not for me. Yeah, I wish I could have saved you from this pain. Rain pounding against the windows intensifies. Lightning briefly illuminates the paintings, fresh and glistening as if just painted. Your eyes drift toward the pork meat. It suddenly moves on the bloodied plate. Not good. Not good. I won't let you out of here. Not yet, not until I've said all I need to say. Look, I'm only here because I want to understand you. Whatever you wrote about in that letter, I came to talk. Well, fine, let's talk after you put that down. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. You're kidding, right? We've talked, my love. You already understand. Everything's out in the open now. No more secrets, no more shadows, no more masks. There's only acceptance. You're mine. You belong to me, and I'll tear out the part of you that refuses to accept it. I'll take the very essence from inside your heart for you, my love, for us. Okay, she's very intense. On her maddened face, there's a terrifying grin mingled with dread. Veins bulge on her forehead. The whites of her widened eyes are bloodshot. Her grip tightens on the knife until her knuckles whiten. She steps toward you. Stop! Lilith's crazed eyes bulge as if ready to burst from their sockets. Beneath her ragged clothes, her chest heaves violently with each breath. Then suddenly, her skin splits apart like parched earth around an ever-blowing whirlwind on a distant island nation. Her cheeks, mouth, hair, your last shred of rational thought screams at you, run! Your feet recoil in an archaic reflex and you stumble over one of the books scattered on the floor, crashing down. For a brief moment, yellowed pages spill out across the ground from the fallen book. You catch glimpses of your own drawings, a dining table and a woman clutching a knife, but there's no time to focus. Struggling to your knees, you crawl deeper into the house. That's when you remember there's a passage leading from the basement to the cellar door outside. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Hello, hello, Ultima. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. We're playing this crazy, scary game right now, and I'm about to get murdered. Pretty sure I'm going to make the wrong decision here. What am I doing? I don't want to go to the cellar door because that's what I did in the demo. And I did feel like I was trapped in there. But there is a passage, so maybe that is still the best option. No, you know what? Cellar. There's nothing left to separate us. My love is very strange. I don't know how to read this. From the darkness of the corridor, Lilith's voice emerges, scarcely taking shape in her throat. It carries the strangeness of an extra Gaian creature that seems to have only just learned how to speak. You sprint and finally reach the cellar door. A wind, yeah, Gaia is the place, is the world. So an extra Gaian, so it's like an extraterrestrial? So it's an alien story? Okay, reach for the door. Gripped by sudden terror, you seize the cellar's cold handle, expecting a hand to clutch your shoulder at any moment. As footsteps grow louder down the corridor, but it never comes. As you push the door open, a wave of dampness and the nauseating stench of things that should long have been dead hits you in the face. Stepping through the doorway, you slam it shut. As you bolt the door behind you, an abysmal silence and darkness wrap around you. God damn. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. That's it? What the hell's happening? Whoa, we got some Latin. Odi et interigo quare id faciam fortasse requiris, nescio sed fieri sentio et beatus sum. It's hard. I don't remember enough Latin to remember. I don't know what OD, but something and intelligence in the face requires strength, birth in fire with fiery sentiment and beatus, which is like it's either beauty or something. Bea, like belief, something about like, what's the word? Beatus. Blessed. Okay. And Nescio is like birth or something. It's hard to say what that is. But yeah, we've met a lady from our past who did some dark alchemy. And we are the one responsible for her getting murdered for that alchemy because we betrayed her and we told people about that. She got murdered, but now she sent us a letter to go and see her again. We go to see her and she is in love with us, still obsessed. But then there's another creature speaking through her that seems to be either an extraterrestrial or some sort of extra-dimensional being. So we'll see. We've got some Latin here without much of a translation. Act 2, Echoes Deep Within. In the dark, you pause a moment. Your mind strains to grasp what this is. Lilith, food, creation. The dust and creak of boards mingle with your hurried breath. Beneath your feet, stairs descending. So this is beyond the demo for the first time. The demo stopped when we got into the basement. So this is first time I'm reading all of this now. We could examine our surrounding. Lilith's creation, it was herself, wasn't it? Gods, what was that thing I saw? Yeah, she created something out of her own self. Maybe she was expecting to be murdered. I don't know. We'll go with literally just focusing on finding a way out. So could I find a way out through the basement? Once on a sunlit morning of the first circad, a time, it's like circadian cycle, they just wrote it differently. A time cycle marking a 3-year period on Gaia. Okay. Divided into early, mid, and late circad phases based on labor intensity. Interesting. How does a year work? Why would 3 years make any difference? Is it because they have some sort of orbit around the sun that is uneven? Very interesting, intriguing. I'm very curious about this lore concept. But yeah, once on a sunlit morning of the first circad, you saw Yell descend these very basement stairs. You followed after, finding her scratching at a hollow in the corner. When you drew near, you saw it was a hatch opening outwards. Old broken hinges rusted. When Lilith saw it, she grew fearful. Could I use this hatch? Yeah, could I use this hatch? You could try. In the end, you have another choice. Do I remember what it looked like? Yes, a hatch made of wood, round, wedged among the stones of the wall, plastered with mud. You hardly noticed it before or after. I don't know what lurks in the basement. I should go back. I could use it to get out. The wooden steps groan beneath your tread. Their cries, like the house itself, are bitter shrieks. From unseen depths rise a heavy moan, the stink of mold and damp. One step, another, you go down. Open the door. You re-rise from the dark as the basement stairs sink into an abysmal silence. Your steps find solid ground. Re-rise from the dark, I'm not sure I'll get that one. Old memories. You remember the rooms beneath this house you once shared with Lilith. But like everything else, this place feels unfamiliar now. Lilith, her dread is still fresh, sharp, and ripe. Crystals growing between the stones and the wall cast a faint, pale light. The basement has crystals in the walls? Okay. When you lift your head... Oh, those are really cute little crystals here. When you lift your head, you see 2 doors standing tall in the wall ahead. I have to get out of here. At the end of this place, there must be a way. A passage to the cellar hatch outside. There has to be. Look at the doors. Gods, I don't recognize this place. Where am I? Examine the surroundings. You can also literally click stuff now. A fluoride crystal forced into the wall. This is what buries the room under blue light. But how could a fluoride crystal end up in Livber? I don't know. In this room where everything has decayed and fallen apart, the only thing still standing is this table. There's a portrait on it. It must be one of my drawings. An almost torn apart book. There are bloodstains on it. The writings in it are unreadable. Could this book really belong to Lilith? It's unreadable. Okay, I can't do anything else. I'm gonna examine. As your eyes adjust to the crystal's pale glow, you survey the chamber. The stone walls drip with dampness, cloaked in moss. When you listen closely, you hear the crash of waves hammering the cliffside beyond. Knowing a world still awaits outside grants you a fleeting comfort. On the wall to your right, 2 circles are carved, harsh lines slashed between them, refusing union, drawn with hateful strokes. Before the wall where the crystal is embedded, a rotting wooden table leans into decay. On it rests a broken frame coated in dust. On the floor, a melted candle and a blood-stained, shredded journal. I'm gonna check the journal. I want to know what the fuck is happening. Oh, that's a pretty drawing again. You step among the scattered parchments and torn books, reaching for the journal fragment beside the candle. It crumbles in your grasp. You open it carefully. The bloodied script is unmistakable. Lilith's hand. Most of it unreadable, but in the final pages you can make sense of some hastily scrawled words. I'm shaping her. She will be complete at last. Is there any other way? No, no, no. It will be perfect. We'll be complete together. We'll be complete with him. Why does she need me? Why? What am I supposed to do? Okay, so Lilith, what other twisted lunacies did you carve into these pages? Keep examining the notebook. Is this what you call the creation? I can't take this any longer. No, I'm gonna keep reading. Words are not enough. I need something deeper, more physical. Here in the basement of the house we once shared, I've hidden something of his. While he wanders around the house, he suffers his greatest regret in its deepest place. Should I tell him that she is not dead? The journal has been scratched, gouged, bloodied, as though Lilith needed to make her devotion visible. No matter how you try, there is little more to glean from the crumbling pages. You let the journal fall. The air grows heavier. Your ears begin to ring. So she's hidden something of mine, so I'm probably gonna have to find that. Oh, I have this little drawing right here. I could check it out again. Okay. Yeah, approach the frame on the table. Okay, it's a very angry gouges. Despite the weight in your skull, you stagger to the table, lift the broken frame. Beneath the dust, it is a picture you once drew, but the figure in the portrait has been furiously defaced, ringed with a mad scrawl. Bodies, we must be rid of the bodies, of them, of everything, of all that fails to unite us, even of you, my love, my love, my love. Okay, I'm gonna take a closer look. As you lean closer to study the picture, you hear the basement door at the far end of the stairs creak open. No! I stayed here too long. Lilith's twisted, ragged breath drifts all the way to where you stand. I need to get out of here. I need to find the path to the cellar door fast. You push aside the books, scattered parchments, and broken wood with your foot and step closer to the doors. To the left is an iron door, rusted with the weight of years. Upon it is a symbol old and long since stripped of meaning. The other door is heavy, made of damp wood. It creaks faintly as though breathing. Huh? Wooden or metal door? I don't know. But she's behind me right now and the music just stopped. This is very scary. Okay, wooden. I don't know. When you open the iron door, I said wooden. What? The sour stench of sweat and decay greets you. Fearing Lilith might be close behind, you step inside and quickly shut the door. You look around like before. The room is bathed in the uncanny blue glow of a crystal embedded in the wall. The air hums with expectation, and then a voice. Do you remember me? You look toward the source of voice without responding. When you turn toward the voice, you see a young woman standing motionless in the corner of the room, her skin clinging tightly to bone. If not for her eyes, bright and piercing deep into your soul under the pale light, you might have mistaken her for a still silhouette of a statue. But then she tilts her head just slightly, and in that moment you see it more clearly. There's something in the woman's eyes, something you once knew, something you once loved. What? Wait a sec, I know you. Finally. She made me, from beginning to end. Yes. What? Who did this? Was it Lilith? No, I didn't want this, Lilith. When she said our creation, was she talking about you? You wish it were so. You want this madness to end soon, to see Lilith's strange game come to a close, but no, this isn't the creation Lilith spoke of. This is a personal experiment of hers. What she has in store for you is something very different. Is Lilith... Shh, don't say it. If you speak her name, she'll come. The young woman, hearing Lilith's name, presses herself against the wall. She pulls her shoulders inward, her eyes fixed on the door behind you as she speaks. I had to be good. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I had to be... yes. When she pulls back, oh god, she's like a child. The crystal's light reveals her more clearly. A scar runs from beneath her neck up across her cheeks to her hairline. Her skin is stretched tight as though cut and sewn back together along those lines. Her eyelids are gone. Her chin just juts to a strange sharp point, just as you once told Lilith you liked faces like that. The fingers she wraps around her arms are thin, impossibly long, longer than anyone's should be, as though filed down, extended, altered again, exactly the way you once told Lilith you liked them. The woman before you looks like someone who has been worked on constantly, reshaped piece by piece since she was a child. So, that's the dark alchemy? She can make people? How could she do this? The young woman rises from where she cowered against the wall. For a moment, her smile reminds you of the woman you left at the table above. She sways her body slowly, just as Lilith used to, and she takes a gentle step forward. For you, my love, I've become exactly the one you wanted. That's what you always wished for, isn't it? Look, I've become the body you desired. What? Am I speaking to Lilith again? You her? Did Lilith steal your body and soul? I've always still been yours, love. The young woman collapses onto her knees as if she's used every last ounce of strength. Breathless, she turns her gaze to you. Was I good? Yeah, you've been good. Yes, I've been good. She said so. Stayed here. If you're good enough, he'll love you too, she said. She said so. But if I'm just good enough, you'll love me, right? She tilts her head and looks at you. The sharpness of her chin casts an unsettling shadow in the dark. This is creepy. This is very creepy. Welcome in, Sin. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How are you doing today? We're playing this really crazy game. This is like a Frankenstein monster. Oh, I can click there? The young one's face is almost unbearable to look at, as if another face had been stretched over hers. Yet she cannot hide her pain and sorrow. There's a childhood lost deep within. Yeah, there is. It seems dark. It is freaking dark. This is a prisoner of this place. I don't fully understand. But she seems to have been made to please our character. You're the one, not the one I love. I shouldn't have let her do this to you. Or, yes, I love you no matter what you're in. You know what? I don't want to break her heart. She looks like she's a destroyed little girl. I'm just gonna say I love her because I don't want her to be crushed. The thing you're staring into isn't Lilith. It's just an empty shell, a twisted reflection stripped of free will, an uncanny amalgam where fragments of the young woman have somehow tangled with the essence she poured into it. In that moment, a crushing wave of pity floods your entire being, but you can't tell who it's for. The woman looking at you with desperate hope, Lilith, or yourself. Alright then, alright. Will I see my mom now? Will I see her here? Her eyes glaze over as she tilts her head slightly. You can see her body start to tense. And why is I still so cold inside? Oh god, this is very sad. I'll do everything I can to help you see your mother again, whatever it takes to get you out of here. Yeah, I'll try to promise this. I saw a bit with Lilith. Glad you made it in one piece. Yeah, I was pretty sure she was gonna murder me. You can't even get out of here yourself. You don't know the way, so you have no idea how you'll do that. But in these circumstances, the poor soul standing before you like a shell with a shattered mind, this feels like the only thing you should say. Can you blame yourself for that? Leave? No, can't. My lady will find me. I can't go. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You'll come. She presses herself even tighter against the wall. You can see the terror in her eyes. Listen, you have to escape. Do you understand me? She's using you. Do you know the way? There has to be a cellar door around here that leads outside. I need to get you out of here. Approach. Both are sort of going towards the outside. This one includes information that we give her. This one is kind of dismissive. I'm gonna go with information. Even though I'm pretty sure at this point we should not even try to help this little girl, but I don't know. Seems the least mean of the options. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You'll come. We can escape. Do you understand me? I'll stay here. You'll come. You'll come back. You'll love me. You'll come. She no longer hears you, curled up against the wall, hands over her ears. This hollow shell just rocks back and forth, murmuring that you'll come back, that one day you'll love her. The chains wrapped around her neck are drawn so tight, no force could ever free her from this place. I need to find a way out of this room. Head toward the doors. As the heavy weight of the air presses down on you, your eyes catch the doors nestled among moss-covered wooden panels on the wall to your right. The first door is made of unpolished wood, but its surface is intricately carved with winding grain patterns like real tree bark, dried moss fragments, and root designs stretching upward. It looks as if it's been carved from the trunk of an actual tree. The second door, by contrast, doesn't look natural at all. Its surface is nearly ivory white, but faintly glowing raised patterns appear. Human bones, ribs, finger, joints, jaw fragments, all intricately carved and joined together. You can't help but admire this art. A small inscription is etched near the edge of the door. The most delicious are the familiar. Whew. My brain says the tree trunk would be the good choice, but my heart loves the bone door. I don't know. I'll go with the tree or the bones. I don't know. Bones? Bones. I mean, it's kind of like reverse psychology. You go for the thing that bones, right? And two, yeah. You go for the thing that feels like it's the most dangerous, but it's probably reverse psychology where it's actually the safest. The moment you touch the white knob of the door, a fierce cold grips your body. It's as if you're touching a gravestone, the chill of death itself. Suddenly, thoughts rush into your mind. Your mother, Lilith. Don't tell me Lilith is my mother, because that's even more fucked up now. You, your conscience. You realize you're trying to figure out which one feels more familiar. For a moment, you think about the piece of meat placed on the table where you sat with Lilith upstairs. What kind of meat it was. You shake your head, banishing the thoughts from your mind, and open the door. It was pork meat. It was the weird horse thing. The door opens without resistance. Inside, it's a little brighter. Metal tables are scattered across the room, each layered with dried blood. On the floor, small pools of urine and pus mingle with damp stone, releasing an unbearable stench. And in the midst of it all hang bodies on chains from the ceiling, rotten, hollowed out, left on hooks to be forgotten. Who dares disturb my century-long slumber? The voice sounds as if it's scraping its way out of a throat that shouldn't still be alive. Their name is Keenan. Who are you? I'm over here, come closer. I don't bite. Well, I'm kidding, of course I bite, but right now that's not really an option. I'm a bit tied up, you see. The thing before you is a body without its lower half, another of Lilith's experiments. Its arms are chained to the ceiling, a hook driven through its shoulders. Ow. Its head, lolling onto its left shoulder, watches you with curiosity. It doesn't take long to notice that one of its eye sockets is empty. That's intense. Shit? What? How can you talk? I guess it's because I'm the one meant to talk. Others are. He gestures weakly toward other bodies hanging from hooks, the chains clinking and rattle with emotion. Not exactly the chatty type, sadly. So all the babbling's left to me, but I owe my life to this deed. You don't seem all that surprised to see me. No one ever is. Or so, who are you or were? I mean, I'm more interested in how that they're not surprised about me stumbling in these places. Surprised? Ha! I don't think I could manage that even if I wanted to. Golden hair. Besides, I see you walking down here every night. Right there, standing at the threshold of the open door. You've left pieces of yourself in this place. If you look at that wall, you'll see the marks he made with his nails. He struggles to raise his brows, as if pointing toward the far wall. What do you mean you see me coming here every night? This is my first time here. Once I leave, I'm never coming back. I mean, I'm gonna look at the wall. Against the far wall, a corpse rests with its head slumped against the blood-stained stone. With every faint gust of wind, its source unknown, the body sways ever so slightly, and as it moves, its head slowly scrapes against the wall. Ha! Every time. This body, who is it? Dunno, might be you actually. It was here before I arrived, and it'll still be here after I'm gone. Another of Lilith's little experiments when she was trying to recreate you. They say his own indecision is what killed him. Maybe this time will be different, golden boy. What do you think? Am I a new creation with some fucked up memories? Am I not truly me? Or does she need me to create a new me? More docile. Okay, we're uncovering some interesting mysteries here. They say that. I thought you were alone here, or you keep saying this time, but this is my first time here, and trust me, I have no intention of staying. Yes, I'm sure that's true, but let me tell you this. I wasn't surprised to see you here, because this isn't the place you run from. This is a place you've always thought about staying in. I had to come here. I had no other choice. You talk like you know me so well, corpse. I mean, it's not a corpse. It's kind of alive. Yeah, I had to come here. I had no other choice. Oh, great. Here we go again with the legendary Destiny speech. I had to come. There was no other choice. Blah, blah, blah. None of this was ever your doing, right, golden boy? Everything just happened around you, and you were just a poor little leaf tossed around in the stream of creation. Open your eyes already. Look, I'd love to stay here and talk about my choices with you, really, but I need to get out of here. There must be a cellar hatch around here somewhere. Where is it? Or they weren't choices, they were masterfully crafted traps. I mean, yeah, I'm looking for the freaking hatch, so I'm gonna ask. If this room's what you seek to pass, then answer me my riddles first. No need for class. No riddles. Ha. The cellar is not here, golden boy. It's that way. As his left hand shifts, the chains clink and rattle against each other. Mind the doors, they have a reputation for taking you where you don't want to go. What's that supposed to mean? So we're doing this again. Fine. You're trying to escape, aren't you? From the reality, I mean. But I've got bad news for you. You already know where the hatch to the outside is, golden boy. You've known all along. You just don't want to go there, because this isn't the place you ran from. It's the place you ran to. The place you'd rather stay. Is he saying the freaking door to the basement is where I'm supposed to go because I'm running away from it? I wasn't chained up and hung on hooks like you, corpse. What? Corpse, you say? Pretty bold words for someone who burned down his whole soul 5 years ago, golden boy. The chains rattle faintly as he leans his head towards you. When you think of chains, you picture them like this, don't you? Metal, locks, weight bearing you down. But let me tell you something, golden boy. Your chains are worse. Filthy things dressed up in regret, polished with your selfish little conscience. So polished, in fact, they don't make a sound. You can't even see them, but they hold you all the same, tight, constant. You're chained too. The only difference is I can see mine. You still believe you're free. And that makes your chains far more disgusting than mine. Okay, the little truth sayer, you can shut up now. I don't need you to tell me that. A silence with a brief lifespan fills the room. Damp seeping from the walls mingles with rusted iron. For the first time, you clearly sense the cold, choking air around you. A shiver runs up your back. The light of the crystals set into the walls stings your eyes. It's been how long since I'm like this? Let's see, I think it was after you believed your mother had died, before your father blamed you and let his last breath fade into the ocean, long after you sent Lilith to her death and still tried to live on. Way after that. Come closer, I want to show you something. He's gonna bite me. Truth hurts. Yes. It's truth. It's kind of painful right now. I'm not okay with it. I have a feeling he's gonna bite me if I approach, but I think I should. My curiosity is getting me there. All right, then here you go. Hold out your palm a little more. Yes, do not drop it. Ugh, I really hate this part. Put out your hand. As you stand directly in front of the corpse, the stench becomes almost unbearable. Inside his empty eye socket, you catch a faint glimmer, something shimmering. Then the body starts to retch and convulse. He grips his chains tightly as something thick rises up his throat. At last, a dark, reddish fluid oozes from his mouth, and he vomits onto your outstretched hand. A mouthful of thick, warm bile fills your open palm, but within that heavy heat, there's something there. And then he coughs. Ugh. Damn, give me a second to catch my breath. Ugh, it's never easy coughing up the things Lilith stuffed inside me. Here you go, golden boy. Pretty sure this belongs to you. Was that? A crystal, unformed, still translucent. Something you once said when you truly believed you loved Lilith. A memory, your greatest joy and your greatest lie. That feeling clung to Lilith. She took it, turned it into a ritual, shaped it, and made it something else. Which memory is this? You watch as the corpse's breath slows. The single eye sunken into its skull begins to dim, fading softly. A faint, genuine smile forms across its face. It can no longer speak. It can't speak? Look at the crystal. As you wipe your hand clean, the round, translucent crystal is revealed. Veins pulse across its surface with a blue energy throbbing like living tissue. Inside the orb, a vision takes shape. You feel Lilith's warm body against yours, the softness of her lips pressing into you, her fingers threading through your hair, her breath, hot and immediate, against your neck. Your body trembles. You're biting, tearing, devouring each other, consuming until nothing remains between you, and in that moment you are whole, truly complete. Your bodies dissolve into one another and you touch the essence at the core of Lilith's being. Then with your lips pressed to hers, you begin to speak. I'll never let you go, my love. The crystal shatters in your hand, a sharp flash, and then thousands of tiny fragments scatter across the room. The corpse before you slips free from its chains, crashing into the pool of fetid, pus-laced water below. With one last effort, he turns his face toward you. I said the things you couldn't. Now the words are yours, golden boy. Break free from your chains, unlock them. We'll meet again very soon. The corpse looks at you, that faint smile, that same faint smile still on his face. The silence in the room deepens. Now I'll carry the things you can no longer say. Close the corpse's eyes. The corpse doesn't respond to your touch. In this stillness, it looks almost like it's fallen into a peaceful, restful sleep. I better find a way out of here. You look around the room. As you return to searching the room, you feel something settle over you. A sense of expectation. The lifeless bodies strewn across the chamber are watching you. On the wall to your right, you see two distinct doors once again. The first door is sealed with rusted chains, but the chains aren't locked together. They merely hang there, as if they tried to hold something back and failed. The other door stands slightly ajar. Beyond it, nothing but darkness. No light, no life. So he said that our chains are invisible. That makes me want to choose the door that has no visible chains on it. So we're going to do the ajar door. Even though we can kind of click this. The door stands slightly open. Nothing can be seen beyond. A pitch black darkness swallows everything. From the threshold, it feels as if a tremendous hunger seeps through for life and for all that lives. Or rusty chains hang down its frame. Everything about it feels strangely familiar. Each link reminds me of something I couldn't say. Fuck! We were told earlier to go towards the door that is familiar. Does that still apply in this room? I don't know. So many choices. Okay. I'm gonna go with my first initial instinct, which is the door ajar. Yeah, ajar. As you draw closer, the stench hits you harder. It's always stinky, so foul it turns your stomach. Beyond the gap, there is no light, no sound, no life. And yet as you near the door, you begin to feel something. A smile from a face you don't know. A name you've never heard, yet somehow remember. There's a longing there, vast, unspeakable, older than words and deeper than memory. Yeah, we're gonna go there. I have no idea what's happening. Maybe I'm doing this like out of order. I don't know. It seems to have like multiple endings. The rusted hinges wail as the door creaks open. In the shadows of the chamber beyond, you feel something waiting for you. A cold bead of sweat trails from your nape down your back. The light behind you is weak, yet just strong enough to pierce the smothering dark. But this pale glow shows you only what you were never meant to see. Is it too late to go back? And then, that moment, your foot sinks into something soft, yet threaded with something hard. You do not want to turn your head, believe me. You do not want to see what writhes beneath your step. What was it I stepped on? Look at your foot. Find it, I guess. Let's go back. Let's try the other door. Now, I want to see what's beneath me. Alright, thinking what could be worse than talking corpses or young women experimented on. You lower your gaze. Beneath your feet lies a crushed face. With your step, you've ground rotted, liquefied eyes, cartilage and skull into pulp with tremendous force. Around your heel, fragments of teeth and jawbone jut out like white pearls. From the eye sockets and ears, you see insects scurrying away. What is this place? What remains of you? Lilith's experiments that went wrong while she tried to create you. Those who could not bear their silence nor their chained up thoughts. These bodies, each one of them was someone, wasn't it? Don't ascribe a personality to them. That will only make things harder for you. They are just leftovers. Heaps of flesh, rotten things without a soul. What matters is us. We must get out of here. The narrator wants to get out of here too. My siblings! Yeah, my long-lost siblings indeed. Okay, it's not that simple. This corpse, who was it? Point to the nearest corpse. A meaningless detail. We don't have time to dwell on it. With the light seeping out from beneath the door directly across the room. Stop narrating and answer me. Reek. The name of the one slumped against the wall was Kellen. Long ago, in a distant island nation, after his beloved Porf, the Porf he loved more than himself, was shot by a pompous noble dandy, he abandoned his duty and swore vengeance. That vow carried him all the way here. Satisfied now? We need to keep moving. What about that one? Listen to me, you piece of meat. I'm the one keeping you on your feet in this burnt-out, piss-stinking house. The one stopping you from curling up like a fetus in madness. All right, now use your fucking brain and get to the door. I love arguing with the narrator. Main character versus narrator storytelling. Exactly. I love this. I need this all the time. I love this meta shit. I want to have an argument with all the narrators in the world. I won't do anything just because you say so. I suppose we can wait here for a while, or alright, but I'm not doing this because you say so. I'm doing it to get out of here. No, I'm staying put. Yes, it does give Slay the Princess vibes. I only ever watched like the early gameplay of most people who played it. So I mean, for me, that game is a little bit spoiled, so I don't think I could ever play it. But this does have kind of the similar vibe. I love it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna argue. I'm staying put. You think you're clever, don't you? I'm the master of this story, and if I have to get us out of here... Suddenly, the room you're in starts to shrink. The wall before you is drawing closer. The dead bodies between the walls pile onto each other. The bloated corpses crushed beneath erupt violently. Bits of liquefied organs splatter across your face. You know, you have to open the door. I can't let you write my story. I will not go through that door. I'm gonna die, guys. I'm gonna die. Look, I don't think you fully understand what I'm trying to do here. You need to live, and I need to narrate, alright? You must survive. If you stay here in this darkness, everything will collapse. You, me, we will both cease to exist. Why? Why what? Why is my survival so important to you? Because if there is no mind to hear what I narrate, then what meaning would my words have? Do you want me to go on forever for your sake? I'm telling you that you need to go on for your own sake. Maybe I should keep going. Yes, of course, you must go on. Step forward through the corpses and make your way to the door. I don't see shit. Take a step. Doesn't matter, you don't need to see. There's nothing here that can harm you now. Just a handful of bloated corpses. Simply do as I say. Step a little more to the left. Something grabbed me by the ankle. Stay calm. It's only how it feels. Keep moving. Don't look down. Don't look. Look down. Alright, stay calm. Take a deep breath. The thing holding your ankle is a corpse. It slowly pulls your body closer. In the darkness, it stares at you. Its eye sockets are hollow, yet they glimmer faintly in the light, seeping through the ajar door. Its half-open mouth hangs as if wanting to say something to you. Are they alive? This is not a time to dwell on the details between life and death. Slowly draw your foot back. Do not make any sudden movements. I will follow what they're saying. I mean, it does make sense to do it slowly, I think, here. Very good. Stay calm. Just one more step. You slowly draw your foot back. Your eyes remain fixed on the hollow sockets of the corpse, staring up at you from the floor. From its mouth seeps an unformed murmur. What's he saying? Don't listen to it. Don't listen. They have nothing to tell. Just reach out your arm, open the door. You're so close. I have to hear what it has to say. No, believe me, that will not take you where you seek. They have nothing to say. Just open the door. No, I'll hear it. The thing standing before you suddenly presses its lips against yours. I don't want to be kissing corpses. You feel the death cold seep through your entire being. Something trickles down your throat. With an archaic reflex, you are forced to swallow it. I just puked in my mouth. Great. As if it were something that'll wake you in the middle of your sleep to show you the truth. These are the dead you created. They have nothing to say. Nothing but to drag you into a deeper darkness. The illusion crumbles. Farewell, leading man. I hope you enjoyed the story I narrated for you. And I wake up. Okay. That was a big revelation, but I don't fully get it. When I came to against the wall, the pain in my skull was unbearable. Must have been another foul dream again. Sit up and look around. Ugh. Water trickles from the ceiling again. Moonlight. Must be midnight or thereabouts. The house is collapsing. 5 years, dust and decay. I'm hungry. Is there anything to eat? I pass the toppled chairs around the dining table. Plates still rest upon it, white porcelain, now layered only with dust falling from the beams above. What was that sound? Lilith? Go to the kitchen. The kitchen's empty, cockroaches scatter across the counter. Am I hungry? Not truly. What was that desire meant to feel like? There's nothing here. I killed Lilith. Did that voice come from inside? What is happening? Return to the living room? What, is this real? What? Is Lilith real? She was always real, the most real of all things, but her love, no, that was madness. Mad. That day I knew she would speak again of the grand unification. Lilith, are you in there? Return to the living room. Oh, I could go upstairs. Here was our bedroom once. The sheets lie rotted now. I feared her, Lilith. She was mad. She loved me more than she loved herself. The bed lies broken, collapsed. Water drips from the ceiling, gathering here. What was that? A voice? Was someone calling me? Lilith. In the delirium of her love, I knew I would die. Fear consumed me. I fled. She would never have let me go. So there was no choice. I had to be rid of her. I could not know. No. A voice? Lilith? Is that you? Yeah, there's no narrator. We're the only one talking now. Go down. There were paintings watching over these stairs. Beautiful once. Lilith and I together. Now nothing remains. Nothing at all. Go to the basement door. Boards creak everywhere, splintering, falling apart. The plaster has fallen from the walls, exposing what's beneath. This is it, yes. Here they took her, after I betrayed her. They seized her arms and dragged her away. First, they cut out her tongue so she could conjure no alchemy again. Lilith, is that you? Open the door. Darkness. The stairs have long since crumbled. She told me herself. This is where they carried her out. They took her. Then they cut off her limbs so she would never walk again. I'm coming, my love. Are you calling to me? Where are you? Go down. A blue light. Where could it be coming from? This is the basement with one room. Damp stones covered in moss. She had drawn a circle here. She had stood at its center. When they took her, they flayed her face so no one would ever recognize her again. My love? Lilith? The blue light shimmers over your wet clothes. Right. The salty water of the sea drips down from where you were thrown. Your hands are severed. Coagulated blood pools black at your feet. The flayed pieces of your face hang, oozing pus. Your lidless eyes stare at me. I'm sorry. My voice echoes off the stone. Her arms hang limply at her sides, motionless. There's rage in her eyes. Lilith, my love. She doesn't answer. Not sure she hears me. From the slit in her bare face, shaped like a mouth, black fluid drips out. It spills to the floor. Lilith, is that you calling to me, my love? Where are you? Go upstairs. Really? Really? All your memories will slowly melt away like tears in the rain. The end! It's the second out of 8 endings. Interesting. I rebelled against the narrator. It's really cool. But there's no music anymore. It's not just, it's not like OBS or anything. It's just no sound. I don't know why. It's really cute. That's a very small team of developers. I think I kind of want to go see another ending. What is continue? Wait, it continues from where? Oh. Okay, so we've started again in the Act 2. The rusted hinges wail as the door creaks open. In the shadows of the chamber beyond, you feel something waiting for you. A cold bead of sweat. So that's just before the last door, when we rebelled against the narrator. So they're allowing us to go back here and make a different decision. Is it too late to go back? And then, that moment your foot sinks into something soft, yet threaded with something hard. You do not want to turn your head, believe me. You do not want to see what writes beneath your step. This is where we did look, but we could choose not to look. Let's go back. You get back, but there is no door. There has never been a door in the wall behind you. What? Yes, you look around anxiously for a moment. You struggle to understand where you are. The crystals set into the wall cast their light onto the liquefied, bloated bodies surrounding you. Do you remember? When you awoke, you found yourself in this very room. Wait a moment, didn't you just say the room was pitch dark? I don't think you're fully grasping what I'm saying. You woke up here, and all you need to do is go to the door standing right in front of you. Whether you see it or not doesn't matter. Alright, well, I'm not doing this because you say so. I'm doing it to get out of here. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow what the narrator wants me to do. Yes, very good. Let's continue. You carefully make your way through the dead bodies. None of them are in any state to rise and grab you, but you're not about to take that risk. Step by step, you draw closer to the door. With each step, it comes a little nearer. I can't see a thing. Keep moving. It doesn't matter. You don't need to see. There's nothing here that can harm you now. Just a handful of bloated corpses. Simply do as I say. Step a little more to the left. I must reach the door. I must get out of here. Take a step. Exactly. Keep breathing. There's nothing rubbing against your foot or grabbing you by the ankle. Don't look down. Focus on the door in front of you. You are moving forward step by step. Stay calm and we'll get you out of here. I must keep going. Despite all the horror and fear, you start moving. With each step, the door draws closer. It feels as if the room itself is shrinking, urging you to reach it. Just a little more. The moment you stretch out your hand, you'll open the door. Don't look back. Alright, I'll open the door. This is the best for you. Open the door. It's probably not the best for me, but we'll see. Ooh, it's an alchemy room. The desk is covered with books and bottles. She must be quite a skilled alchemist. Among the books is also the journal of the wandering pirate Jurojin. Okay. Various bottles stand on the shelves. Most are processed alchemical mixtures. Some are amicid. Some of them I don't recognize. I can't see what she's cooking. The 3 circles and the stars around. It's intriguing. You open the door. What greets you is neither the whisper of the dead nor darkness. It's a warm room lit by amber tones, filled with a pleasant scent. A familiar scent. Notes of phenolin dance with the resinous breath of lucin. For a moment your nose stings and your eyes well up. You know this smell. Right in front of you stands an old wooden table. Scattered pages lie around you, along with small alembics and chemical traces. And someone is there, a woman, a very old woman. Her golden hair, streaked with gray, is tied up in a bun at the back of her head. At the hearth built into the wall, she stirs something inside a glass bowl. She doesn't seem to notice you. I will try to watch her. You step inside carefully and quietly. The old woman's hunched back is turned toward you. From the counter, just to the left of her hearth, she takes a powder and adds it to the mixture. A hiss rises from the glass bowl. The woman waits, then lets out a sigh. What is she trying to do? Some kind of mixture. Judging by the ingredients, advanced alchemical formulas, vials of Newton and doping sit on the counter, but the real matter isn't on the counter. Look at the floor. But before I want to see this, Newton. A volatile mixture prepared only by master alchemists. It's a blue, frigid cluster of mist that freezes whatever it touches. It is generally stored within pressurized vessels, and we know doping is a drug. What's on the floor? Some kind of a circle. It looks like a map inscribed with alchemical formulas and symbols. A map of what? You can't tell. Even for you, this is an advanced alchemical formula. Maybe if you see what the woman is stirring, you could figure something out. Move a little closer. Missing something. The woman suddenly turns around. The moment she sees you, she freezes in place. A warm smile spreads across her face. The dark circles under her eyes and the wrinkles give away her age. Ah, a guest. Welcome, young man. Well, I only wanted to see what you were doing, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Don't worry at all, darling. Come sit. She gestures to the chair in front of the wooden table. I'm good. I'm gonna stay standing. The woman tilts her head slightly, her eyes fixed intently on one of the papers spread across the table. Who are you, ma'am? There's no need to call me ma'am, darling. My name is Legeia, I think. What am I doing? I need to prepare a mixture. And? She sets the paper aside and smiles. That same overwhelming familiar scent you noticed when you entered the room drifts from her. You feel your eyes grow wet. And something is missing in the mixture. That's why the dissolution never fully works. All these fluids, formulas, maps, and enzymes, something keeps going wrong. And if someone had tampered with it. Who? I don't know. Maybe someone wandering around from room to room trying to cleanse themselves of their past. Or perhaps someone who, as a child, tampered with his mother's alchemy formula and caused her death. Darling? Oh, is this our mother? What? How can you possibly know about my mother's death? You can't be talking about me. I've never been here before. I had no part in any of these alchemical mixtures. I mean, how can you possibly know about my mother's death? Because the laboratory was mine, darling. I got mad at you that day, didn't I? I'm sorry. You had tampered with my notes. Your hands were covered in powder dipped into the solution. But that night I forgave you. It wasn't your fault. I was sleepless and I never imagined you might have added something to the mixture. But you had? To you, dropping those powders and liquids of different colors into the boiling water and watching them change was nothing more than a game. I know that's impossible. My mother died. They never found her because she was gone so many years ago. I know, darling. I know. You thought I was gone, but I couldn't leave. And I see now I wasn't the only one who burned that night. Because nothing has ever managed to tear the guilt from your mind. You believe that if not for that night, you would find me here, in this room. That's why I'm here. I just wanted to spend some time with you here, but I lost you forever. Or I wanted to be like you. This work was everything to you. I wanted to make you proud. Yeah, I think this. And you did. That night when I saw you here, I was proud of you, darling. Proud that you tried to understand the formulas, that you mixed the colors. A world taking shape in your hands, new and more beautiful. A place that could be remade beyond darkness and absence, where we could begin again. But if you stay here, trapped in this loop, you'll never begin. No. You want to stay in this loop. It's safe here. You know what will happen. You know what waits behind each door. Well, most of the time. Don't get too close to the truth, because there you'll find nothing but ruin. Okay, narrator is again being a little bit too directive here. Then why are you here, mother? To forgive me? I should stay here, mother. There are things I must put an end to. Lilith. You will never forgive her, darling, just as you will never forgive yourself if you stay in this loop. This is not a path with an exit. In this eternity, you will do nothing but grieve. And if you leave this loop, you'll go mad. What do you think will happen once you forgive yourself, leading man? A garden of white flowers and salty spray from the waves striking your face? No, out there is only ruin, darkness, and madness. Nothing but loneliness. But here, I am here, a familiar voice to guide you. I love you, mother. I love you too, darling. Always, in every way. Then you know why I have to stay in this loop, to exist and to remember you. Or take me out of this loop, mother. Take me somewhere I can finally shake off this weariness. It feels like it's just a different ending. But we could try to exit with the mother. Maybe she could help. What? What do you think you're doing? Do you think with that tiny brain of yours you could break this loop? I'm the one who made you. You're nothing but a fucked up piece of flesh. Do you understand? Without me, what meaning could reality possibly hold? Tell me. Mother, come with me. What is happening? The woman leans against the far wall. You think you can get out of here? And steps toward the alchemy cabinet. Without me, you are nothing. When I open this door, I don't know what will be waiting for you on the other side, darling, but I know you'll overcome it. Your mother places a gentle kiss on your cheek, where a tear has just rolled down. No, I won't allow this. And you step through the open door of the alchemy cabinet to wake up in a new life down by the seaside. When I wake up, will I be happy? Most likely not, darling, but you will be yourself. Step into the alchemy cabinet. We're entering a cabinet, guys. We're going to Narnia. When I came to against the wall, the pain in my skull was unbearable. Must have been another foul dream again. Do I remember what dream it was? Mother, she was working at something in the basement. But wasn't she dead? Ugh, my head. Of course she was, long before. Yet Lilith again. Always her. Who else could it ever be? My love, Lilith. Look around. The dining table and its toppled chairs remain. On the table, dust-caked plates of water drips from the loft above. Insects scatter across the floor. Are you searching for food too? That sound. What was it? Lilith? But the basement. The board cracks beneath my step, rot everywhere. I dragged my feet inward. Was the sound from here? Empty, hollow. What was here? Yes, the door, of course. The door where I killed Lilith. Did the sound come from within? Okay, it's a different ending. It's pretty much the same information but presented differently, but it's interesting. What is this real? What? Is Lilith real? She was always real, the most real of all things, but her love, no, that was madness. That day I knew she would speak again of the grand unification. Lilith, are you in there? I will return to the living room this time. The same board groans again beneath the weight of my guilt. The windows lie shattered. Was it I who broke them? Perhaps. The doors have fallen. One leg of the dining table buckles, ready to give. In the delirium of her love, I knew I would die. I was afraid. I fled. I knew she would never let me go. What was that sound, Lilith? Is it you? Go to the basement door. This is exactly the same as we read before. What if I refuse and I just keep going to the living room? That's forcing me to go. Okay. I'll open the door. Darkness. The stairs have long since crumbled. She told me herself. This is where they carried her out. They took her and they cut her off her limbs so she would never walk again. Okay, we've seen all of that. The blue light shimmers over your wet clothes, right? The salty water of the sea drips down from where you were thrown. Your hands are severed, coagulated blood pools black at your feet. The flayed pieces of your face hang, oozing pus. Your lidless eyes stare at me. I have to kiss her. I'm going to do something different at least. Her arms sway like pendulums, limp at her side. Still she stands. I step closer. I fasten my lips to hers, cold as the sea, bitter with salt. Her raw flesh trembles, her mouth unfurls, and from its ruin spills black ichor. It streams into me, drowning me. But where are you going, Lilith? Was it you who called me my love? Where are you? Go upstairs. And that is it. Okay. We have pretty much the same ending. I don't know if it's going to be 2 out of 8. It could be a different one. It is still the 2 out of 8. So escaping the loop is still the same ending. Okay. I thought escaping the loop was going to be different depending on how we escape it. So we can go back and not escape the loop, I guess. Okay, so that's the last time we made a decision. I'm gonna do mostly the same thing. I will remain standing again. I will ask her who she is. I will do exactly the same thing. But I'll keep going with this too. You will never forgive her, darling, just as you will never forgive yourself if you stay in this loop. This is not a path with an exit. In this eternity, you will do nothing but grieve. And if you leave this loop, you'll go mad. What do you think will happen once you forgive yourself? Leading man, a garden of white flowers and salty spray for the waves striking your face? No. Out there is only ruin, darkness, and madness. Nothing but loneliness. But here, I am here. A familiar voice to guide you. I love you, mother. I love you too, darling. Always in every way. Then you know why I have to stay in this loop, to exist and to remember you. The right choice. I will always remind you of her and of this room with great peace and warmth. But I can't promise you'll remember her as she truly was. She takes us dangerously close to reality. I can't risk that. Narrator is being very, very honest here. They could have tried to obfuscate a little bit more. At least let me remember this. There is no other way for you to live. Your mother must die. It has always been this way, and it always will be. I understand. Then you must go on, darling, if that's what you choose to do. I'll always be here each and every time. The woman walks toward the wall on your left. She cracks open the door of the alchemy cabinet. A warm breeze stirs your hair. She places a small kiss on your cheek where a tear just rolled down. I hope you find what you're searching for out there, darling. The moment you step into the alchemy cabinet, you fall into an endless void. Warm winds coil around you, and once again you find yourself wondering when you'll finally strike the ground and falling again. Was this how it was meant to be? Okay, this is a different thing, but we're staying in the loop. Sedibus ut saltem placidis placidis it in morte quiescam. Sedibus is not a word I know. And salt? Placid in death. Quiescam. I don't remember what that one words. That one means quies stuff. It was like a who, which, or a word like that in a sentence. It was kind of weird to see it at the end of a sentence, if I remember correctly, but the Latin is very, very far behind me right now. I will need to have a Google Translate for this eventually. Act 3! The 65th month? How many years is that? Is 60 would be 6 years? No, 5 years? 5 years. Now in your interrupted fall, a metallic taste burns in your throat. Blood and rust mingle with the air you breathe. Beneath your hands there is a damp warmth, as though something has come alive. Where am I? At the beginning of your salvation, and of course at the end of all things. Do you see it? You climb now, your nails are clawing at the rotten boards, yet beneath them something writhes. In the darkness there a pale light flickers, the light that will grant you freedom. For the story to end and for you to awaken, you need one final crescendo. Ah, lucky no sign. It's okay, Ultima. Thank you. 4 years. 5.4 years. Okay, thank you so much. So we're like a couple months after the 5 years that they keep mentioning. Okay. We will move towards the light. You think you're moving forward. You think the story has forced this upon you, but do not despair. It was never about choices. Then what? It was about letting go. Nonsense. Even the things I let go of, I choose. You do not understand. You believe you choose. Yet slowly, simply, you let go of the path you tread. You do not look ahead. First, you let go of the road stretching behind you. When you climb, you let go of the descent. For your own life, you let go of Lilith's. And when you have to let go of every other possibility, the only option left is the one you merely believe you chose. This is getting fucking philosophical, but I'm here for it. So you're saying I have no will. It's all what? Fate? Oh no, quite the opposite. The measure of the road you walk is defined by what you let go. The greater what you let go, the more meaningful your path becomes. When what you have left behind rises at your back and their shadows fall before you, you see more clearly what must be done. Just as when you feared Lilith most, you loved her all the more. And what is it that I must do? Move forward. Let go of more. This house, your obsessions, your terror, and the darkness. Move towards the light that shimmers ahead, so that the burning sun beating upon the back of your will may be shaded forever, and there at last only you will remain. Okay, I'll move towards the light. You crawl across rotting boards that resemble living flesh. The pale light in the darkness grows ever stronger. At last, its edge takes the form of an arched doorway. Another door. This is no mere door. It is a threshold, shaped by the weight of memories passed through the threshold. As you cross the threshold, the light sears your eyes, and then you find yourself inside the house again. The house where you once waited in the rain at the door, where Lilith insisted you eat, where you believed your memories alone kept standing. But this is not that house. This is the remnants of it. Everything is paler, grayer. The cracked walls have partly collapsed, their beams jutting out like bones from a broken limb. The windows quiver like taut skin. And right before you, upon the table, oh God, bathed in silvery moonlight, lies a body. Around it, in the chairs, sit 3 figures. 3 familiar people. A young woman, a corpse cut below the waist, and an old woman. The 3 people we met behind the doors. You? Right on time. Come on then, golden boy, come. We've kept the finest part for you. You, how did you get here? Weren't you supposed to be downstairs? Or what are you doing here, and what's on that table? You know what? Yeah, why aren't you supposed to be downstairs? Downstairs? What are you babbling? With a feast such as this? Why would we drowse downstairs? Not sure what that means. Won't you join us? But just now I left you downstairs, didn't I, mother? Huh? What? Downstairs? Yes, we were there. Because you were there, in those rooms, in that darkness. You wandered through your guilt, but now you've overcome it, haven't you? Examine your surroundings. This place is no longer as you remember it, and between the broken boards seeps a milky white liquid, gleaming with moonlight. The walls where paintings once hung are swollen, alive as if they breathe. The portraits have been scraped away, and the smell, not damp, not decay. On the table before you there is no candle burning. but a corpse laid out instead, and you know who it is. Lilith? Spot on, golden boy. Good save. And we also saved something. The finest part of her for only you, knowing you would come. Her heart. Huh. I'll get closer to the table. You move slowly toward the corpse gleaming in the moonlight. Your gaze drifts to her clothes, to her hair, blazing with the fiercest crimson. Lilith. Her body is motionless. From her neck down through her chest and torso run ragged fissures, as if something had torn its way out from within. Her face has been flayed away, leaving bone and festering flesh exposed. What have you done? Or this is a step toward the unification Lilith spoke of. I think that that's the right answer. Finally, you've said it. But do not fall into the delusion that this is death, my child. It is only a merciful release, a sundering filled with love. I'm afraid what's gonna happen here. I'm kind of getting very afraid right now. As you look at Lilith lying on the table, even you can scarcely believe the thought taking root in your mind. But you have witnessed this scene before, in your dreams, among the house's rotting boards. Those at the table do not look at each other, their eyes are fixed on the pieces upon their plates. I don't understand. This never-ending search in the depths of meaning and memory, hasn't it always been what pulled you along? The answer you seek waits upon the plates before them. Get closer. I will look at the man's plate, whose hands are tied and he can probably eat nothing. Your gaze drops at the plate before the man. Amidst... Did he blink? I hallucinated. Okay. Amidst the clotted gore rests a tongue, torn from where it belongs. It seems like across its surface lie words scrawled in dried blood. We had another part in mind for you, but it seems Lilith left nothing unsaid, unlike you. Would you? He jerks his chin toward the tongue on his plate. Now it's my turn to speak. Take the tongue. Or what? No, I don't want my former lover's tongue. Do not take the tongue. I will take it. Despite the fact that I have no school this week, I still must answer to the allure of my bed. I must away to sleep. It's all good. You go and have some really nice dreams and really good sleep, and you play some more Warframe tomorrow. And we'll see you again. Thank you so much for coming by. We're about to be done with this anyway, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to take the tongue. So many people made me speak for so long now. After a while, I could no longer recognize my own voice. But yours I will know. Now it is your turn, truly. You think the dead body slackens, sinking into some strange ease. The tongue in your hand feels slick and heavy. It waits for you to say something. I'm sorry for everything. Oh, come on now. That scrap of tongue in your hand needs no apology, golden boy. Don't make yourself pitiful with excuses. You're hardly a paragon of virtue, are you? And no one here ever expected your apologies. What is expected is that you exist, that you be someone. Perhaps my fleeing should end. Perhaps I should cast aside apologies and become someone, become myself. When I left you in that room, I thought I had done this already. Yeah, what about this? The chain spilled at the man's feet clatters softly. Their sound echoes through the rotting walls and falls before you. Come closer, golden boy. Come closer and tell us, when you truly are yourself, what will you say? I won't carry you anymore. Step closer and unbind the chains clasping his wrists. Or stop speaking for me, stay where you are. I don't know. What am I supposed to say here? I don't know. How about stop speaking for me? The man, cut off at the waist, pauses. A strange bewilderment passes over his face. His sparched eyes open wide, and then he parts his mouth, where he cannot speak, where he has no tongue to shape words. You existed to say what I could not, but I no longer need that. Place the tongue on the table. You were meant to say what I could not. Now you will not do it for another. Huh? This is a bit complicated here. Yeah, how about I just place the tongue on the table? I don't want to put the tongue in him. Because it's the unification. I should keep the tongue? Or I should give him the tongue? I don't know. It's Lilith's tongue, so it shouldn't go into a random guy's mouth. Ah, I could make Lilith speak through him. That's what it means. Now you will do it for another. So he wouldn't speak for me anymore. He would speak for Lilith. Or I just don't need him to speak for me anymore. That's it. He can't speak. The man's eyes flare wide. He looks toward Lilith, chest swelling as if to speak, yet only a damp breath escapes his mouth. As you turn to set the tongue down, you see Lilith's flayed face. Her jaw is agape, as though the dark hollow from which the tongue was torn now awaits expectantly. You want me to put it back where it came from? He nods. Very well, place the tongue in Lilith's mouth. Don't be upset, I will not put Lilith's tongue into her mouth. Yes, I will. I will make her whole again. They cut off her tongue because of me. They literally did. I betrayed her and they cut off her tongue. Bathed in moonlight, Lilith's separating flesh in pale bone gleam, her lidless eyes fixed upon the broken rafters above. You pry open her jaw. First you press the bloody part where her vocal cords lie. That's very deep in the throat. Soft tissue seeps deeper into the dark, then slowly you place the tongue back. Black liquid dribbles from her mouth, trailing from the corner of her lips to her ears. At last you let go of the breath you hadn't realized you were holding. At least now her face looks a little more natural, more whole. Within you, love and horror bloom together. And he makes some more noises. When you turn your gaze back to the table, the women are watching you with calm, indifferent faces. The rotten boards creak as if braced. From the broken ceiling, a few drops of rain fall onto your face. Was that all? I don't know. Is it all? You step back. The body of the man cut below waist stands before you, but it does not end. It cannot, for there is another who awaits you. Another you must complete. The young woman, right? Of course. Come closer. Look at the young woman's plate. Your eyes drift to the young woman's plate. Upon it lies a thin, bloodied strip of skin, folded, carefully placed. It seems you never seen me. She pushes the strip of skin towards you. But this is your face, right? Take the skin? Or I suppose it was me who wanted to see you like this. Don't take the skin. I'll take the skin. I think so. My face, my body changed so much. I don't know what's me anymore. You? How do others know you? With trembling hands, you take the folded skin she offers. It is heavier than you expected and still warm. You slowly unfold it. It resembles a mask peeled from Lilith's face. Empty eye sockets stare back at you. I couldn't love you as you were. I'm sorry. Or I don't know. Does it truly matter how others see me? Who is this lady? Did I cheat on Lilith and that's why she's mad? And that's why she got a different face? I don't understand. The young woman reaches out her hands. Her long skeletal fingers graze yours. When you notice her curious gaze, you see a strip of skin drooping from her hairline, as though another face lies atop her own. A kind of mask, peeled like the one in your hand, yet crudely set back onto her skin. The lady doesn't need an apology. Yours, I do. Now I'll know you. Remove the mask from the young woman's face. Or touch your own face. No, I'm gonna remove the mask from her. You step closer as your hand reaches towards the skin stretched from her chin to her hairline. The young woman flinches just for a moment, yet her eyes never leave yours. Her expression remains fixed, as though carved into place. Will you like what you find? This isn't you. Let me help. Pull the skin. Or it doesn't matter anymore. Reach for her face. Yeah, this just isn't you. The flesh in your hands grows liquid blood. Each time you try to grasp the loose skin with your greasy hands, the young woman's head tilts slightly backward. No matter how hard you try, the stitched-on piece keeps slipping from your fingers. Maybe, if you want to tear off a face made for you, you need to put down what you're holding. Her gaze drifts to Lilith on the table. What? You need to let go. That's what I mean. Where? Where it belongs. Her eyes turn again to Lilith. Lilith should have at least one face I can look at least after her death. Place the skin on Lilith's face, or I can't look at Lilith anymore. Place the skin on the table. No, I'm gonna put it on Lilith's face. You turn to Lilith, who stares at the ceiling with her lidless eyes. Her face, mottled with suppurating flesh, looks even paler in the silver moonlight dripping through the broken roof. You carefully place the warm strip of skin upon her face, aligning the cut at her jaw with the start of her hairline. Disturbingly, Lilith's features come together, whole again, almost alive, as though she might turn her eyes to you at any moment. Within you, a great terror and love bloom together. I think you're ready to see now. She closes her eyes and tilts her face toward you. Okay. Reach for the stitches across her face. You wipe your hands clumsily on your clothes and reach for the stitches at the root of her hair. My hair, where the mask around her face begins. Huh. When you tug a little, the stitches come loose with a faint tear. The young woman winces in pain. Are you alright? It doesn't hurt as much as what the lady did. Keep pulling the stitches. Ah! You pull harder as the stitches begin to tear. The mask clinging to the young woman's face rips apart, but you don't stop there. In a moment of release, every stitch along her neck, chest, stomach, and legs burst open. Everything comes undone. The skins patched together from different bodies and wrapped around her peel away one by one like clothing. And when every seam is finally torn, another body emerges from within. A young boy. He bears your body, your eyes, your past. When his trembling lips part, you hear the voice of your childhood. I don't get it. Do you know who I am? Yes, yes, I know who you are, embrace the boy. You sink to your knees and hold the golden-haired boy. As your hands touch his back, you feel a hole. His trembling stops. He is no longer afraid. You glance at those around the table. The eyes watching you seem unaware of what has just happened. Step back. What the hell? I don't get that one at all. We are the tortured young woman. Each fragment takes its time to settle into place. What you fled from now stand directly before you. Dissolved, fractured, torn apart, and ruined. Was it always meant to be this way? Would it always remain so? I can accuse the narrator. You are the cause of this, you. Or I saw Lilith transformed into something different, a creature perhaps, or perhaps she had always been so. Something you told yourself time and again. It was always easier to blame her, easier than turning inward and facing yourself, but now you must prove whether you are worthy of salvation or not. What now? Tell me, narrate, or whatever, and let this torment end. I'm literally ordering the narrator now. Moonlight spills through the fractured roof and abysmal silence fills the room. You no longer believe those gathered around the table even breathe. Lilith's body lies there, still as stone. No, not quite. The boards, the glass, the scattered things around you strain, awaiting. All this horror, all the questions, all the hatred, it was all to bring me here, wasn't it? So I could see you like this. Step toward the door. Or, I hope in the end you can forgive me for everything. Approach Lilith. I want to approach Lilith. You approach Lilith's body lying on the table. Her dark, hollow mouth gapes beneath a face that stretches from brow to chin like a mask. She is still. Lilith can't hear you, my child, but she doesn't need to anymore. Still, you want her forgiveness, don't you? I betrayed her, just as I left you. I killed her. You are absolutely right. You knew exactly what would happen when they took Lilith that night. Did I? Of course you did. That night what happened? That night you came here, to this house, to the place where Lilith's growing, obsessive ideas had taken root, the place where you saw her for the last time. She told you about the black alchemy ritual. You were to die and then reunite within the grand unification. Your bodies would perish and your souls would intertwine. You were afraid, and you reported her for performing an unauthorized act of alchemy. They captured Lilith. Truths don't turn into forgiveness within the cocoon of time. For your actions to find meaning isn't that simple, my child, but at least you tried. Perhaps Lilith needs to be completed, turn to Lilith. Or I never told you about the past. I never completed the parts for her, did I? Lilith needs to be completed, turn to Lilith. She or you at this point? Is there any difference between you two? The memory of her that lingers in your mind will at last come to an end. Have we already unified? Is that what the girl boy is? The wood creaks one last time, then silence. It stretches. The floor beneath your feet stirs faintly like a living membrane. The torn black threads of the curtains shiver by the windows. Silence. It stretches. Then a breath. You see Lilith's chest rise upon the table. Her eyes turn to you. Her body tenses, as if she's been born again, yet there is nothing miraculous in it. Lilith, reach out your hand. The hand you extend feels as though it touches a warm memory stuck in the past. Her fingertips twitch. The flesh beneath her nails blackens with some viscous fluid. Her shoulders tremble. Then she sits up. The clothes clinging to her are wet with blood. Welcome, my love. For a moment I feared you wouldn't come. I'm here, but I thought you died, truly died this time. Or, I remember you saying that the first time I came here. I'll go with the first one. It's the same fear every time, my love. You do this because you love me. I know that. You remember me as you wanted me to be. We're almost complete now. You see Lilith's chest rise and fall. Her jaw moves as though she's still speaking. Yet what comes out is only moist breath and a trace of black phlegm. The words emerge instead from the throat of the body of the man cut off at the waist, slumped in his chair at an unnatural angle. His half-open mouth shapes Lilith's voice. That's weird because I put the tongue in her, not the man, but that might be just a little mix-up. Oh, this was your revenge on me for killing you for that night 5 years ago, or it must end, we must be completed. This loop must reach its end. Second option. They were the halves within you, my love, all of them. The loves you could not see, the words you could never speak. You've been trying to piece them together. But now it's my turn. Either you complete me with your body, or confess the whole truth and bring this loop to an end. What do you want me to confess? Everything. Why you killed me, why you were afraid, why you were so utterly pathetic, everything. Livber seas churn. Waves crash against the cliffs, scattering into the night. A garden of white flowers burns among crimson fire. Bare feet crush the withered blossoms. I was afraid to love you because I didn't want to lose you like I lost everyone else. Or, it wasn't always like this. At the beginning I truly loved you, until you fell into madness trapped inside your obsessions. I think the first one makes the most sense with what we've discovered up until now. That he is afraid of loving someone because he's lost everyone he's loved before. And look where that fear has led us. You feared to love, even while you were loving me. Look at me, look at me. Look what it's done to me. I have no face anymore. It's not true. I'll put the face back on you, girl. She screams, but the sound doesn't come from her. It comes from the throat of the man staring at the ceiling. A voice like something outer Gaian learned how to speak. It echoes through the rotted boards. The air from her lungs mixes with the black sludge spilling from her mouth. The droplets that strike your face are warm. The skin clinging to her skull shifts from the strain of the scream. The piece of flesh over her brow slips down. I never wanted this for you, or all of this you brought upon yourself. Ooh. She kinda did though. You muster your courage and point your finger. You manage to say you. A tremendous act of bravery, but perhaps something inside you truly has changed. No, my love, not I. We brought it here together, just like our creation, what we created together. The creation you speak of, the one in your letter, the cause of all this, it never existed, Lilith. Or the creation, you mean a child, don't you? Tell me the truth. Yeah, I think it's a child. You think Lilith smiles until you realize how this is possible. She already braces herself against the edge of the table. Dark veins run from her shoulders to her thigh like dried muscle strands. She grips her damp crimson dress, tears her skirt apart, and parts her legs. Does she now? Welcome home, my love, to your first and final home inside me. Oh, that's what they meant with the sexuality in this game. What are you doing, lady? I love you. Good for you. Moonlight pours over Lilith's body, her legs spread upon the table. The face you forced back onto her skin hangs loose at the edges, ready to fall. Her eyes never leave yours. What? Then between her thighs, something flickers into view, then vanishes. Some kind of smoke, gray, black. It rises from between her legs, thick and viscous, a muddy liquid moving with it. The wind stops. Something crawls into the world. Lilith's rage for you is taking form. The creation. No, her love. That's what she called it. You heard her to. It's love. A love beyond the borders of the material realm. A love so magnificent. The smoke coils upward, a newborn storm. A whirlwind. It surrounds you, fills the room. A metallic taste coats your tongue. Your breath shortens. Lilith's love begins to fill you. Yes. Your vision darkens. You feel it, don't you? And in the end, a voice. Yeah, there's a lot of questions in this. Agreed, Sin. I think multiple endings might bring some light onto what is happening, but right now this is only our second ending pretty much that we're going for right now, so we might have missed like some more important like story element. Tell me, my love, once we speak of this, there will be no turning back, so tell me, do you wish to remember your past or to see the truth? I want to see the truth. I want to see the truth. I want to know. Smoke coils around you. A realization spreads through the layers of your mind. The story has brought you here. I have brought you here. Is the narrator her creation? Through the fine cracks in the smoke, you see the roof caved in, plaster fallen from the walls, windows long shattered. Rain drips from the hole above and strikes your face. From somewhere unseen, you hear Lilith's voice. You were alone here, my love. For 65 months, you've been alone. Since they took me, your conscience has never let you leave. You always knew the truth. Okay, so we've never left this place. What does it mean, the star that popped from time to time of the picture? A star? Oh, in the picture here, it means probably something I can detect or observe. Like it probably signifies some extra information like this. And she arises from the darkness in all her might and magic. This is the thing that emerges from beneath Livber's dark waters. An outer Gaian being, flawless, so flawless that she radiates dread. We don't even know what an outer Gaian is right now, so there's still a lot of questions unanswered. Since they took me, your conscience has never let you leave. You always knew the truth. It was to finish what you started, the ritual of black alchemy. Now you see, yes, my love, you remember the pieces, don't you? The name, the blood, and the word. Well, I must see the truth now. The name first. I must know who I am. Or the truth isn't hidden behind your ritual, Lilith. You have to understand me. Yeah, I have to know who I am. Elbeck. It was the first week of your 65-month solitude. Only days after they took me. They asked you for a name. You gave mine first. Then you signed your own on the witness paper. You claimed to have seen me perform unauthorized alchemy. The guards told you that you could see me one last time before I died. I told them there was no need. The smoke thickens, heavy and suffocating. From the other side, you hear Lilith's voice. Yes, you were afraid, weren't you? You were not virtuous enough to see me one last time, to say that you really loved me. Now speak your name, confess it. My name is Elbeck and I killed you because I avoided my virtue and I was afraid. You see the smoke take shape before you, coalescing into a silhouette. The ritual is progressing. From beneath the mist, something slides across the floor toward your feet, metal scraping softly. You recognize it, Lilith's dinner knife. The grand unification will unite us, my love. There we all will be together. Now seal your name with your conscience. Spill your blood to the end. If shedding it will free me from my conscious torment, then let my blood run. Cut your wrists, or I don't think I can do this. I mean, I'll do it. I want to see what this ending is going to lead us to. Let your blood gather at your knees like the sea itself. Just like the edge of the cliff you could never let yourself fall from. 2 years later, your steps had carried you back to that cliff's edge. Your guilt heavier than ever before. There wasn't a single night you didn't see me in your dreams. It is intense, yeah. But you couldn't find the courage to let yourself fall with the rain. Killing yourself would have taken more courage than killing another. Your knees sank into the mud, a heart mired in a bog. Blood drips from your fingertips. Your fingers grow numb. The warm, slick fluid from both wrists pool on the floor. Your legs weaken. You sink to your knees. The knife slips from your hand and clatters to the ground. Through the mist, Lilith approaches. Her face, her body, she seems to have left all that horror behind, just as you first saw her. My love. The house creaks and groans around you, crazed. Kneeling, you struggle to steady your breath, a rasp rising from your chest. Sweat soaks your back. The wind makes your skin shiver. Lilith smiles. It's a gentle, merciful smile. There's a piece of paper in her hand. As she leans down to pick up the knife, she places the paper in your palm. And the end. Your madness took hold of you. By the end of those 65 months, you had convinced yourself I couldn't be dead. You clung to that fragile hope because it was all you had left. Poor Albec. Everything lost, rotted, or faded within that house. You redrew it all on those yellow papers to remember. To keep your memories alive, because what else did you have left but memories? You kept drawing again and again, all those moments whose originals had long been lost, and then you wrote a letter. From my mouth to yourself, you summoned yourself back here, even though you had never truly left, but your mind needed to believe it. Okay, she didn't send the letter? Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink water, good idea. I'm losing my voice from reading so much. Hello, welcome in, Robite. This game is called Livber. It's a horror visual novel, and we played the demo a few months back, I believe, and the developers gave me a key to the game so I can show you what it's like. So we are playing through the visual novel, trying to decipher all the craziness. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of weird shit, and we're still pretty lost, but it's really interesting. It's very cool. If I had written from beyond death, these would not be my words. You wrote it yourself. So Lilith would not have written that letter. Yeah, it is very interesting. So the story starts with a character who's us. We're a guy who used to love this lady, but she did some dark alchemy and we betrayed her. And she sends us a letter telling us to come back home. And we're like, you're dead, that's impossible. But we still go, and then we kind of get lost in madness, and it's really wow, we're in hell. That's pretty appropriate for this. But yeah, we're pretty much in hell, and the whole story is us and our conscience trying to understand, you know, everything that happened. We have like lost memories, and we're trying to understand what's happening. Oh, the mouse is what's moving the background. I didn't know what was moving the background. Interesting. So she says that the letter that was sent to us was not her. She did not write it. It's true. You needed to believe it to step through the door. And there's some meta shit too. Like the narrator at some point, we have a complete argument with the narrator. And it's really fun. It was my favorite ending. She's evil. I mean, is she evil? She's mean. But I think we're probably just as evil because we are kind of a bad guy to an extent from the little that we understand up until now. We're not really a good guy either. We can't really judge her, I think. I don't know exactly. But she definitely isn't like the most holy good person out there either. So you needed to believe it to step through the door, just as the blood from your wrist seeping into the letter, the thing that ended everything, the thing that began it all. Don't worry, there's nothing to fear. This is not an ending. This is never an ending. This is not death. We'll begin again anew. Yeah, because it's all a loop. Ah! I'm like, what's going on? You're just casting all the spells right now. You silly. Give me the letter you sent to yourself. I'll tuck it into your pocket. Perhaps where we're going, you'll need this blood-stained thing. When you cut your wrist that deep, you can't move your fingers anymore. Oh, you're calling our fiend friend. The little fiend friend. What if he doesn't want to come and you're just summoning him? Did you ask permission first? I love the little fiend. I wanted the jump scare one. I don't remember. I think the fire one is the jump scare one, but my sound is very low on my headset right now because the music in the game has been very loud. I don't remember which. I think the fire one is the one that usually scares me the most. The first one you did, the Hell Hath No Fury. But right now I'm kind of expecting it, so it's not gonna work. I'm not that easy to scare, you know. It's all good. Just keep wasting all your channel points so that later you can't scare me again. More horror games then? Yeah, definitely. Maybe this Saturday we'll see. We'll see what we can play. Because Saturday we're starting. Yeah, Saturday we're starting November. And November I'm doing visual novel November. So we're just gonna be playing visual novels all of the month of November, except for the Baldur's Gate collabs. Obviously, we're not gonna change that. But yeah, and there's some horror ones, but I don't think they're gonna be very scary. But I definitely love scary games. This week I'm gonna be playing some House Flipper 2 with some horror / Halloween themes because I'm gonna do something pretty cool with the new Scooby-Doo DLC that just came out. But it's not gonna be like how scary and jump scares or anything like that. I suppose I have to complete the last step of the ritual for you, yeah, because I cut my fucking arms off. The smoke rises, thick and heavy, like the fluid that once spilled from Lilith's throat. It wraps around you. You stand within the storm. Your memories whirl through your mind, shattering against the fragments of your awareness. Each breaks apart, merging and separating, until nothing remains but the black smoke. In the midst of nowhere, you stand alone, and at last your body dissolves. I think I have to let go, because we're trying to do the ritual of unification right now. So nothing special on Halloween. I don't have any plans specifically for Halloween. Usually I don't stream every Friday. It's kind of an on and off kind of day for streams. And I don't know if I would rather just have a cozy horror movie night. And I can't really do a horror movie night on stream because that's illegal. It's copyright infringement. But I don't know what to do. Maybe I should find a horror game to play a little bit. I have to think about it. Maybe if you have an idea, maybe if you say a specific game that you want to see, maybe I'll think about it. I have a lot of games, but not a lot of them are just a one-off, one-day kind of game. They're all kind of long. Alien Isolation. I've heard of the game. I've seen a couple people play it. That is the scariest game in the world. Yeah, it's not a one-day one. Yeah, exactly. That takes a very long time to play, and it's very fucking scary. You want me to die of fear? You want me to be paralyzed and unable to move forward in the game? That's the point? I guess it is the point. I don't know. I don't know. That one is a very scary and difficult one. I think the level of difficulty of the game makes it even more scary. I will let go. I will become one with my love. It's a different ending, I'm sure. Now there is no need to fear, my dear, my love, my life. Here, everything belongs to everything else. Welcome among us at last. We have no bodies now, no names, only us remain, us. This is the only place where we can exist together, you, me, and our creation. What the fuck is our creation? Yes, I was carrying our child when I died. Okay, I got shivers. You know this, the child is here as well with us. No! But we have no bodies, where are you? In the midst of everyone, just as you are, there are no bodies here anymore. No thoughts, no memories, no recollections. Only us. What does that mean? Our souls, these formless souls cast beyond the cosmic dark, will soon mingle. We will become one. We will become something greater than ourselves, you, me, and our child. You will remain as an ache twisting within me, trapped in a new loop. Wait, what? I will be stuck, and in the end we all converge upon a single point in the story, without even remembering who we were. Is that gonna bring us back to the beginning? We got a 3 out of 8 ending. So we got the 2 and we got the 3. The second ending and the third ending. But I don't think I can keep on playing this. It's been 2 hours and a half of just reading, but it's really interesting, very intriguing. So yeah, thank you so much for coming to watch this first ever sponsor stream. We got a little sponsorship with the key when the developer sent it to me. This was really fun. If you want to see the other endings, I do recommend that you might want to possibly, you know, get the game for yourself and try to see. There's a lot of endings here, so it's not like we've seen everything, but we have uncovered quite a lot, I think. And it's interesting that we just got the ending 2 and 3. I was expecting this one with the unification to be like the last ultimate ending, but maybe there's a bigger, more ultimate ending. That's gotta be, you know, something for you guys to find out, possibly.